BNY Mellon, BNB Paribas, HSBC, and a bunch of other banks are ready to go with crypto in November. I also have XRP being used maybe with radio towers, the network. Also, trillions of dollars worth of bonds may be headed to the XRP Ledger. I also have other updates about XRP and ISO, guys. It's going to be a really fun video. We're going to go through a lot of information, so stick with me. Let's get into it. BNY Mellon, BNB Paribas, HSBC, and their counterparts commit to implement and update digital asset usage in 2023. They're going to be using digital assets in 2023. How big this is going to be, we do not know. But let's go ahead and zoom in on this very squirrely context right here. It looks like it's overview of user of change request, right? And then it has the banks here, sponsors, BNYM, BNP, HSBC, their counterparties. And these are the message types that are impacted. Okay. And then commits to implement and when. And then it says, right there, guys, 2023. It says, I'm going to try to read this fuzzy paragraph for you. It says, there is growing interest in reusing Category 5 messages and associated with ISO 20022 messages for the servicing of digital assets, which is a security type of growing importance. This approach requires least adaptation in the back offices. There is interest among most custodians outside the working group as well. And while it's early days for digital assets, the expectation is that it is an instrument type that will grow in importance. And then also down here in the highlighted portion, it says, for example, it looks like WEI is a quintillionth of Ether. And it says 18, I can't read that. Is it 18 something combined with integer part of the decimal separator? This cannot be reflected in unit quality in the ISO 15022. Don't understand that part, but maybe you do. Maybe I read it wrong. So go ahead and let me know in the comments if I read that wrong. Okay, so also Citibank and XRP, guys, we talked about this. This is an old document, but hey, it resurfaces and it's fun. It's fun to just take a look at. It talks about limitations. It says escrow is designed as a feature to enable the XRP ledger to be used in the interledger protocol with other smart contracts. The current version has a modest scope to avoid complexity. Escrow only works with XRP, not tokens. Interesting, right? Interesting. And then you have interledger protocol listed right here, right? Solves for interoperability and could ultimately lead to building an entire network of trust and facilitate peer-to-peer payments. Interledger protocol could help reduce settlement times and facilitate low-value payments. Spicy. I love it. All right. Interledger protocol. Look at like something like Moja Loop, right? They're going to be using interledger protocol too. And then it says how XRP can be used for multiple CBDCs. This is from BVP. Let me play this.
And blockchain experience with companies such as Remitly Japan, Tempo, RIA, and other fintechs. We help money service businesses, MSBs, and other fintechs leverage Ripple with a guided 3-step low-risk approach. Step 1, using our BP Pay software, a one-click system to accept CBDCs as payment mechanism instead of cards. There is no need for the MSB to replace their system. We are just adding a new payment method. Using CBDCs with Ripple reduces chargebacks. It's less expensive, faster, and improves treasury. Step 2 allows both inbound and outbound CBDCs, cash in and cash out via existing channels, and leverages RippleNet. Step 3 allows the MSB to fully leverage the Ripple ecosystem by issuing and leveraging loyalty tokens. We've already enabled MSBs to tap into Ripple, and with our Remit One partnership, we can allow dozens of others to get started with one click. Our platform also includes connectivity into providers like Grey Systems, White Wings, and Zapier. Funding from this grant will allow BPV to complete our full integration into Ripple for CBDCs, which will support the World Bank's mandate to reduce the cost of remittances. The future's looking bright. BPV, helping fintechs leverage Ripple technologies.
Guys, Ripple gives grants to all these different companies, right, to build and help build, and they're building the new financial system. It can't just be one company. It'll never just be one crypto company. It'll never just be one service provider. It's going to be a network of these guys that really brings all this value to this new system. All right. And then also financial ledger application network using the XRP Ledger. So I thought this was really interesting. This is another kind of financial ledger applications network. Off-grid ad hoc radio network, right? I don't know much about radio networks, so maybe if you do down in the audience, please let me know. Do you think this is ever going to be possible? Because this is really out of my comfort zone. I don't know anything about radio towers and radio signals and all that jazz. So please let me know down. But these are like XRP terminals with radio towers here. This is pretty cool, I thought. So I thought it's always fun to share different stuff with you guys.
Tiny fraction of the cost of traditional cellular data networks. Because our protocols run on a wide range of equipment, supply chain problems and the use of specialized or proprietary equipment can be avoided. Since all the equipment was chosen for low power consumption, large national networks can be rolled out rapidly without the requisite infrastructure required in traditional networks. Finally, we propose the use of specialized user interface terminals to allow payments both within a village and internationally without the need for smartphones or other expensive end-user equipment. By having a common and simplified user interface, people of all levels of technical competency can use CBDCs as easily as an ATM machine. So this is a demo prototype. It is actually transacting on the XRP Ledger with real XRP cryptocurrency using the radio sets and the protocols. Now the user interface is temporary construct. It was just built in order to facilitate the demo. Our next push will be on building a much nicer and friendlier user interface that would enable all the features of the XRPL. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and connect.
That's really cool, man.
So at this point, the network has completed the Diffie-Hellman key exchange and has initiated the AES encryption during the transport. And at this point, it's going to go ahead and just get the balance for the account that the terminal is using and then send that balance over to the machine via the VHF radio. So I'm going to go ahead and send 10 XRP from the terminal, and you can see the Zoom wallet underneath. It shows 9,000 XRP. So we're actually sending to that wallet through the radio network. So you will see the balance of that wallet actually get updated by the 10 additional XRP. So the transaction that was posted from the radio network has now been applied to the XRP ledger, and we'll see the balance on the Zoom wallet update by 10 XRP. So it's important to note that this is a full duplex time division multiple access protocol. So both...
Guys, it's a full duplex time division multi-access protocol. I'm just kidding. All right, guys, if you haven't liked the video, please do so. It helps me grow the channel, helps get in front of more people. Please hit that button now, me. All right, Ripple Motion Loop Interledger Protocol. If you didn't know, now you know. If you did know, don't get mad at me in the comments. The Gates Foundation is partnering with Ripple Labs and digital payments from Coil to implement interledger protocol. They explore more ways Motion Loop can support poor payment systems. Damn, PPP. That is a hard thing to say. And Anderson X also posted this. Seems Interledger Foundation is now a sponsor member of Mojo Loop since last August. And then you also have the Monetary Authority of Singapore here too, and you have Google there. Anyways, Ripple partner Finastra, Microsoft Azure. Guys, there's a lot of stuff going back and forth on Twitter about Microsoft Azure and Ripple. I know Crypto Ear put something out that they're not working with them, and I know a lot of people are posting stuff like they are. Take this with a grain of salt. I do know that Finastra is working with Microsoft Azure, and then Ripple is a partner of Finastra, but I don't think Ripple now is directly connected to Azure anymore. But we'll have to see how this all kind of plays out and turns out. Here's the Ripple and Finastra connection, but be careful with all these different things going around online. Bank requiring PAIN 00.1 ISO message November 2023 plus PAIN 0.001 cryptocurrency payments. Guys, what do you think is going to happen in November? I've been asking my Telegram group, which linked down in the description. I've been asking Cryptonaires, which is also linked down in the description. But I've been asking both these communities, what do they think is going to happen in November here? Do you think crypto is going to start being used by these banks? And if so, those are going to be ISO compliant cryptos, and we know what those are. It's going to be very interesting. Also, you have Ripple announced that there are 16 finalists moving to phase 2 of CBDC Innovate. So that's really cool, guys. I'll bring you more updates when we have more updates. This is actually one of these like crypto in under a minute type of things, 40 seconds. Let me just play this. This is Naveen Gupta talking about Africa and other places in the region.
Crypto is starting to play a key role for payments across the Middle East and North Africa. In Africa, less than 10% of the payments are digital. It's a market that's essentially untapped, and finance leaders in the region are excited to embrace this opportunity. In Ripple's global survey, 2/3 of the finance leaders in MENA cite faster payments and settlement times as the #1 value proposition for incorporating crypto in their cross-border payments business. For more crypto trends in business, download the 2023 New Value Report.
All right, let's keep it going, guys. We're almost done here. Here is the clip, Crypto Ear found this. I actually played this clip months ago on my channel. This is actually a much longer clip. I think it was like 15 minutes. This is from June 2023, but she grabbed it and she's bringing it more to the fruition. Let me just go ahead and play this for you. It's Anthony Welfare. He's going to be talking to you about Ripple, XRP, digital bonds, stuff like that. Let me play this.
Anthony, where are you? Oh, man, so good to see you. Yes, to Anthony.
Ripple 12 months ago was 350 people. We're now 800 people. And that's actually without the MetaCode transaction that we just bought. So we're 900 people globally in a crypto winter, which is absolutely amazing. And that's where we've got some interesting solutions. Andreas, who is just sat here, Andreas is from Superhound. These are one of our partners who are launching their new product, which is called Axiology. And we've been working with them for about 12 months, and it's going into a really interesting phase. It's basically a decentralized blockchain ledger for issuing securities, corporate bonds, private bonds, etc., in a decentralized way. So it's tokenizing and sharing assets and bonds in a way that is going to be regulated.
Axiology, please welcome.
Hi there. My name is Marius, and I'd like to make bonds accessible to all.
Yeah.
Then I say all of you, and that's why all of you should listen. I have two multi-billion questions for you. Why settle for 1% on your bank deposits when you can get 10% yield in the bond market? Why bother with a bank account when you can give money to your own government and earn 4%? The answer is that the market is rigged, and it's only made for the big boys. There's no infrastructure and no space for you in this market. The average transaction in the bond market is 2.5 million. I bet that's not your ticket size. Our traction. We have secured support from Ripple Labs and SuperHow. We partnered with the biggest brokerage in the Baltics. We vetted this infrastructure with a partner, and we implemented a successful pilot of them.
Guys, the bond market, let me just show you this real quick. That's not what I want to do. It's like 126 trillion. I was going to say 130, but I'm glad I didn't, because I didn't want to be over and then be like, no, Sensei, it's 126.9. Now, Google could be pulling information from different places, but it's close to this, right? As this value gets tokenized and brought onto ledgers. Why? So the bond market is a place. What happens when you go deposit your bank account? You work 40 hours a week. Some of you work 60 hours a week. Some of you work even longer. You take your hard-earned paycheck, you put it in the bank takes your money, right? And then they go out and they buy bonds. That's what happens with your money, right? They go out and they try to put your money to use so they can make even more money. They don't just hold on to it, right? Banks actually can hold on. They if they have $1 trillion worth of deposits, they can't have $1 trillion in cash just sitting in bank vaults, because it's a huge party risk. And there's a lot of things that could go wrong with that. Banks invest your money, mortgages and in bonds and in other things, maybe other securities, but that's what happens. And when the bond market kind of flips on its head and these rates shoot up, everybody takes their money out of their bank and they go and buy bonds and they put it in the bond market. And so that's what this gentleman's talking about, is like, hey, why earn 0.25 or 0.5% in your savings account when you can go put money into bonds and make 4%, 5%? He was talking about 10%. I don't know where you're going to get 10%, but hey, if they can figure out a way for you to get 10% on your money and it's very low risk, that's going to help not just me and you, but everybody else on the planet. So I love it. All right, so Crypto Hulk found evidence. So this is what I don't understand. They're saying this could be worth 9K, but they're saying it's 9 ounces of gold, and an ounce of gold is like $1,800. So let me just play this for you and we'll do the math.
Nobody else has. I'm going to show you the price of this right here. Look at this crypto. I'm going to show you something amazing right now. I'm going to show you how much one of these can buy in ounces of this. Here's your proof. Here's your website. Merry Christmas.
There's your website. Merry Christmas. Currency.com/converter/1 XRP to 1 XAU, which is, I think, an ounce of gold.
Merry fucking Christmas. Look at this. To convert 1 XRP into 1 ounce of this, you know what your conversion rate is? Look right here. 1 XRP converts into this many ounces.
Okay, let me just show you this. How much is an ounce of gold? I spelled it wrong. I apologize. How much is an ounce of gold worth? $1,900. Okay, so if it's 9 ounces of gold, 9 times 1,800 is not 9K. All good, but we got to work on these math skills because we're off a little bit here. Burning stars. It's okay though. I love you. Hey, I would love to wake up and have my XRP worth like 18K, 19K per token. I probably still record videos, but I might have a different background. Might be more of like a beach and the ocean and the waves behind. Anyways, November 2023, GitHub release code for SEPA and SWIFT set for activation. Banks updating the system for November, right? You'd love to see banks updating systems. I don't understand any of this jargon. If you do, but hey, banks are updating systems. That's what this looks like. Anyways, guys, actually, that is the end of the chat. If you made it to the end of the video, please let me know down in the comments. I love you the best. Don't tell any of the people that leave early, but you are my favorite, and I really appreciate you. If you're not subscribed and you made it to the end, you might like me, and you might like the information I provide. So please subscribe. Help me grow my channel. I can't do it without you. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Aloha. Bye.